You are only 9 meals away from complete dependence. That's how thin this system really is. If trucks stop moving, if stores close, if prices spike, most people run out of food in just 3 days. Not because they're careless, but because we've built our lives around convenience instead of resilience. Food independence is not about fear, it's about freedom. Today, we're going to break down the best and most realistic way to become food independent without quitting your job, without buying a farm, and without moving to the countryside. Just a practical system that anyone can start building right now. The problem is simple. We don't control our food anymore. Most people depend entirely on grocery stores. Grocery stores depend on supply chains. Supply chains depend on fuel, labor, transportation, weather, politics, and global stability. When everything works, it feels normal. When something breaks, shelves empty fast. But the issue isn't just emergencies, it's cost. Food prices keep rising, quality often drops, nutrition declines. We trade control for convenience and slowly lose both. Food independence means regaining control over access, cost, and quality. The best way to become food independent is not one dramatic move, it's building layers of security. The first layer is building a 30-day food buffer. Before you grow anything, store something. The fastest path to food independence is creating a basic 30-day food reserve. This removes pressure immediately. Focus on simple, shelf-stable foods like rice, beans, lentils, pasta, oats, canned vegetables, canned protein, salt, and cooking oil. You don't need expensive survival kits. Just buy a little extra each week until you reach 30 days of simple meals. This protects you from short disruptions, lowers stress, and saves money by buying in bulk. Food independence starts with stability. The second layer is growing high-value foods first. Many people make the mistake of trying to grow everything, and that becomes overwhelming. Instead, grow what gives you the most return for the least effort. Focus on high-yield, high-nutrition, beginner-friendly crops like potatoes, sweet potatoes, beans, zucchini, tomatoes, and leafy greens. Potatoes are especially powerful. A small space can produce a surprising amount of calories. They store well and they're easy to grow. If you don't have a yard, use containers. Buckets work, grow bags work, balconies work. Food independence is not about land size, it's about efficiency. The third layer is learning one preservation skill. Growing food is only half the system. If you can't preserve it, you stay dependent. Choose one method to start. Freezing is the easiest. Dehydrating is simple and effective. Water bath canning extends shelf life dramatically. Fermenting is powerful and low cost. Don't try to master all of them at once. Just pick one and get good at it. Preservation turns seasonal food into year-round security. Now here's something most people miss. Food independence is not about lettuce, it's about calories. Lettuce is healthy, but it won't sustain you. To truly reduce dependence, you need calorie-dense staples like potatoes, corn, beans, rice, sweet potatoes, and winter squash. Think in terms of calories per square foot. Build your system around staple foods first, then add vegetables and herbs around that core. This shift moves you from gardening as a hobby to producing food as a system. That's a completely different mindset. Another important layer is reducing input dependence. True independence means reducing reliance on outside inputs. Start small. Save seeds from your plants. Compost food scraps. Collect rainwater if possible. Use kitchen scraps to regrow simple foods. Every input you replace increases resilience. Even composting alone reduces fertilizer needs over time and improves soil quality. Independence grows layer by layer. Protein is usually the hardest part, so keep it simple at first. Start with dry beans, lentils, and chickpeas. They're cheap, storable, and scalable. If you have space and interest later, you can consider backyard chickens, rabbits, fishing, or community meat shares. But don't rush this step. Master plant-based protein first. It's affordable and realistic for most people. When you put all of this together, food independence becomes a structured plan instead of a vague idea. In the first 1 to 2 months, build your 30-day pantry buffer. In the next few months, start container growing high-yield crops. Within the first year, add one preservation skill. In the second year, expand your calorie core and reduce outside inputs. Within 2 years, you could realistically produce a meaningful percentage of your food. Not necessarily 100%, but enough to matter, enough to lower grocery bills, enough to stay calm when shelves look empty, enough to know you can feed yourself. Here is the key insight. Food independence is not about producing everything. It's about eliminating fragility. Even producing 20 to 30% of your calories dramatically increases security. Even having 30 days of food changes your mindset. Even growing potatoes in buckets builds confidence. Independence grows confidence. Confidence builds capability. Capability builds freedom. If you wait until a crisis to start, it's already too late. But if you build slowly, deliberately, and practically, it becomes part of your lifestyle. Start with storage, add growing, add preservation, reduce inputs, strengthen your calorie core. Layer by layer, you build something stable, and stability is freedom. If this system made sense to you and you want to start building your own food independence step by step, subscribe to the channel. Here we break down practical self-reliance systems into simple action plans you can actually follow. In the description, you'll find a food independence checklist that follows the exact structure we talked about today, so you can turn this knowledge into real action. Start small, start now, and build your first layer.